Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We just take a start today. Problem and solution essay. Let me tell you the most important type of essays, that is opinion essay, the first one. Second one is discussion essay. After that, the third one can be advantages, disadvantages. Fourth one can be problem and solution essay. Sometimes they give you a double question essay, but that is usually problem and solution essay. So let's take a start with problem and solution essay. We also call it cause and solution. Same essay type. It comes in 2 to 3 different ways. Problem solution, then we have cause and solution, then we have cause and effect, then we have problem and suggestion. Right? So whatever it is, you will just write accordingly. Method is same, organization is same. You just have to understand the topic first, what it is. Okay, in problem solution essay, they will give you a problem and then they will ask you what are the causes of the problem and how can we solve this problem. So causes and solution. And by the way, those causes depend on you. You will come up with the causes, you will come up with the solutions and all that. Before we continue, I want you to take a look at the topic so that you understand. Page number 24 of the same book. We have a topic here on page number 24. You can share with her. So let's see. I'm going to read the topic from here. Remember, reading and interpreting the topic is very important. If you misunderstand the topic and if you go in a wrong direction, then all the time you are moving here and there. See, if you want to go to a certain destination and you miss it, and then you go here and there, and then it takes a long time to get back to your destination. In the same way, when you read the topic, I advise you to read and translate into your mother tongue. Urdu, Punjabi, whatever, you should translate into your mother tongue. Let's take a look at the topic. These days means at present. In many countries means globally, all over the world, across the world. Fewer and fewer people. Fewer and fewer people means little number of people, few people. Want to become teachers. Want to become teachers means they want to adopt teaching as a profession, or they want to join teaching as a profession, particularly in secondary schools. That means at the school level. Now what we understand, at present, in many countries of the world, a little number of people want to become teachers in schools. So we understand, okay, this is the problem. Problem is people don't want to become teachers, right? So you can interpret, and I would suggest you to interpret the topic at least 3 times. Read it again. Okay, these days, present time, in many countries, all over the world, fewer and fewer people, small number of people want to become teachers. Just do it like this, but you will not do it loudly. It is just going on. This is what we call brainstorming. So it's just going on there. So you do it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. After that, put the topic away, right? After 1 minute, again come back and see. Because you know, when you come back and see, then you check your understanding, is that right or wrong? Again, I'm telling you, if you understand the topic and write on the topic, you may get good bench score. But if your topic is off, your essay is off the topic, then grammatical range, useless. Lexical resource, useless. Coherence and cohesion, useless. You will not get good bench score. So that is the most important thing. We call it task achievement. Task achievement means you understand the topic and you write according to the topic. Okay, after that we have question sentence. What are the reasons for this? Now reasons for this. This means people don't want to become teachers. What are the reasons for this? Let's come up with some reasons. Why do people not want to become teachers? Give me some reasons.
Desperate job.
Sorry?
Desperate
Teaching is a less paid job, or in other words, low salary. Reason number 2.
Consuming a lot of time.
Yes, teaching is time taking. You have to do a lot of work, then a lot of homework, copy checking, this and that and all that. Reason number 3.
Mind-boggling.
Huh?
Mind-boggling.
Mind boggling. Okay, that's right. Your mind boggles, especially these days when teachers are teaching online and there are small sections and they have to check homework on mobiles. It's mind boggling. That's right. There can be another reason, like my younger brother, he wanted to get engaged, and that time he was a teacher. And the girl, the future wife, she said, "You are a teacher and we used to make fun of our teachers. So how come you are a teacher, you don't have any status and all that?" Okay, so teaching is less respectable job. For example, we can just come up, sometimes students don't behave well with their teachers, right? At present, this is very common. Students don't behave well with their teachers. So it can be something like that. So you need to come up with 3 different causes. Number 1. Number 2, you will come up with the solution of those causes. Now let's talk about cause number 1, less paid job. What's the solution? Their salary should be increased by the government. Because there are many government schools, so government should increase their salary. What was the reason? Time consuming. So if it is time consuming, I think school administration should provide them assistants. Like if they have an assistant, there are 2 teachers, 1 main teacher, 1 assistant teacher. So this is how they can divide their chores or tasks and they can save the time, right? If it is behavior of the students, what's the solution? There should be strict rules and regulations in the school, and parents should be held accountable if a child misbehaves in the class. So you will come up, reason and solution should be the same one. One reason, one solution. Another reason, another solution. And the third reason and third solution, like that. Yes.
Here in the specific topic, they have talked about fewer and fewer.
Yeah.
Will you take it, all Indian teachers are...
No. When they use the word fewer and fewer, it means small amount of people want to become teachers. Small number of people actually.
Or it can be checked as decreasing?
No, fewer and fewer means it is decreasing, but actually they have used present simple tense. So fewer and fewer people want to become teacher means there is a small number of youngsters who want to become teachers. It's that. Is this clear? Okay, now I want you all to come back to page number 19. Page number 19. And we have bullet points here, so please follow these bullet points. The first bullet point, write an introduction to the topic. Paragraph number 1. In a minute, I'll teach you how to write that. In problem solution essay introduction, we only write 3 sentences. In a minute, I'll tell you what those sentences are. Second bullet point, think of 3 causes of the problem and explain them by giving examples where possible. So that's what we have already done. We've come up with 3 reasons. Third bullet point, describe 3 solutions to deal with the problem. 3 causes and 3 solutions, we've done that as well. Write a short conclusion which gives your view about the topic. So we will discuss conclusion as well and write a minimum of 250 paragraphs. 250 words actually. So 250 word is the limited minimum word count, right? I would advise you task 1 is for 150 words, task 2 is for 250 words. Now for example, task 2 is equal to your 6 band, task 2. Task 1 is equal to 3 bands, like 1/3 and 2/3. Now for instance, in task 2, instead of writing 250 words, you only write 120 words. For example, half of your band is gone over there, right? In task achievement, half of your band is gone over there, and then what you've written, so they will check it. So your band score will decrease substantially if you write under length. Under length means instead of 150 words for task 1, you have written 80 words. For task 2, you have written 175 words. So if it is like that, in the last mock exam, there was a case like that and I gave 4.5 band. So you have to be extra careful. You know, the answer sheet they provide you, there you can see how many words are there in one line, average number of words. And then if 10 lines, for example, 7 words per line average, 10 lines, 70 words, 20 lines, 140 words, so you can count like that. But never make it under length, try to make it more than 250. 300 words are absolutely fine. 200 words for task 1, they are absolutely fine, okay? This is important. Okay, next we have a plan. The next 3 bullet points. Cause 1 plus solution 1, cause 2 plus solution 2 and cause 3 plus solution 3. This is very, very simple. Now please come back to page number 24. You should have a pencil in your hand while you are just going through this essay. Okay, so now we are going to see how to write the first paragraph, which is called introduction. As I said before, in your introduction, there will be 3 sentences, right? And one more thing, this is what I say the bottom line for IELTS writing. You should write compound sentences. In those compound sentences, there must be minimum 2 ideas. 2 ideas means 2 sentences joined together, and maximum 3 ideas. 3 ideas means 3 sentences joined together with the help of conjunction and all that. I'll show you those sentences here in this essay. Simple sentence will bring you low band score. Compound sentence with 2 ideas, 3 ideas, or 2 sentences joined together, 3 sentences joined together, that will bring you good band score. And in order to write correct compound sentences, you must know all the tenses. Without knowing the tenses, you cannot do anything. And by the way, for essay writing, the good news is we don't write essays in future. We don't write essays in past. We write essays in present. So that is why the most important tense for essay writing is present simple, active voice and passive voice. Most important. After that, you can use present perfect, active voice and passive voice. I did not say present continuous. Don't use present continuous for essay writing. Instead of that, you can use present simple. So it's present simple and present perfect. Unless you give some example from the past, then you can use past tense, or you have to speculate about future. There you can use future tense, but mainly your essays are written in present tense. Okay, so we can just take a look here. We will see at the end how many sentences are of past or future, and we will also see the tenses. Now, examiner has 4 points in mind. We call it their criteria, writing criteria. Number 1, task response. Task response means you covered the topic. You've written your essay according to the topic. Task response means you've written 150 words minimum for task 1, 250 words for task 2. So this task response means you understood the topic, you understood the type of the essay. Type means opinion or discussion, problem solution and all that. Sometimes students even misunderstand the type of the essay. They give a topic, do you think advantages outweigh disadvantages? They write full essay on advantages and disadvantages. They forget that is opinion essay, right? If they give essay topic, do you think this is a positive or a negative development? They think again positive, negative, advantages, disadvantages. They write advantages, disadvantages essay. So task response also means whether you've understood the type of the essay, topic of the essay, 150 words for task 1, 250 words for task 2. These things are extremely important. Okay. Now, after this, the second criteria is grammatical range and accuracy. For grammar, I will only say use compound sentences with minimum 2 ideas and maximum 3 ideas. Don't put 5, 6 ideas in one long sentence. That's not right. At times, you can't handle it. Then there are issues of clarity. 2 minimum, 3 maximum. Compound sentences, okay. Accuracy also means there should be proper punctuation marks. In your last writing tasks, I just saw that many of you did not use punctuation marks. And there is only one punctuation mark which is the most important after full stop, that is comma. You just have to use commas appropriately. I will share a handout in our class WhatsApp group that is called 21 rules of comma. Only 2 pages. You read all 21 rules and you will understand where to write comma. Number 1. Number 2, whenever you read any sample essay, you should see where do they put comma and why. So grammatical range and accuracy, spelling is also important. After that, the next criteria is lexical resource. We call it vocabulary. In vocabulary, they will not see that this candidate knows high-fi vocabulary, very high English, right? They don't see that. Now, for example, if the topic is many countries, they want to see how many phrases you know which are the synonyms of many countries. For example, many countries, all over the world, across the globe, globally. Now, these are 4 different phrases for many countries. Then after that, we have fewer and fewer people, a small number of people, less people, minority of people. They want to see this, want to become teachers. For teachers, you can use the word teachers, tutors, educators. This is what they want to see. Then particularly in secondary school, for school, you can use the word higher school, secondary school, kindergarten and all that. So just use appropriate words which are the synonyms. When it comes to synonyms, I told you this before, you can use synonyms. There is another thing that is called paraphrasing. You don't use the same word. For example, if I say foreign language is this, and for foreign language, in the second sentence, I use these type of languages. These go back to foreign. So this is what we call paraphrasing. You can use even pronoun. So when you use these type of things, now for example, if they ask you to write an essay on this, and everywhere you use teachers have many problems, teachers problem number 1 is this, teachers second problem is this, students that, students, teachers, students, problem, teachers, student, problem. That means your English is of 400 words or 500 words. So get 5 band or 4.5 band for that. A wide range of words which are related to the topic. They don't mind that you are using very simple simple words. They accept those words as long as they are related to the topic. So that's what we call vocabulary. I've got a perfect solution for you all for writing. I'll just share that with you afterwards, right? Okay, so after this, the last thing is coherence and cohesion. You can just use the shortcut. The first one is task response, TR. The second one is grammatical range, GR. TR, GR. The third one is lexical resource, LR, vocabulary. And the last one is CC, coherence and cohesion. So coherence and cohesion, it has 2 meanings only. Number 1, you are guiding the reader. Have you ever noticed if you go to any place, right, and they have a big event over there, on the way you see the signboards. For example, there is a spring carnival, and they say this carnival is somewhere on motorway. Now when you enter motorway, you see spring carnivals 90 kilometers. Right? Then you go on, then it's written spring carnival 10 kilometers. And then you see for spring carnival, turn left. For spring carnival, turn right and all that. This is what we say guideline. When you write any piece of writing, you have to give the guideline to the reader. Now what is the guideline for the reader? First of all, that's my first point. Another problem is that's my second point. First of all, let's take a start with the problems. You're telling the reader that, okay, we are going to start with this. One of the main issues is that. One of the main issues you tell the reader. So, guiding the reader, finally, for example, that's what we call good coherence and cohesion. Second thing is connect your ideas. How to connect? It doesn't mean you need to connect all the ideas. No. What you said in the previous sentence, that should be linked with the next sentence. For example, if I say, people who lie, they never make any progress in their lives. Such type of people, when I say such type of people or such people, it means people who lie. So this is what we say connecting or connectivity of ideas. Such people often fail in their life. So people who lie, they never make any progress. Such people often fail in their life. So the words such, this, that, these words work like a bridge, and these words connect your ideas. That's what we call good coherence. So you need to go on with all these things. Okay, now we have the simple essay. What I told you, maybe you don't understand when I'm explaining, but when you look at it, it's as simple as ABC. So let's take a start, please. The first paragraph we have here. Now, as I told you before, in problem solution essay, in introduction, you will write 3 sentences. Sentence number 1, general sentence about the topic. Now, the topic is what? People don't want to become teachers. So you will write a general sentence about the topic. Let's read it. A generation ago, comma, teaching in a high school was considered an extremely well-respected and popular job, comma, and in some countries this is still true. It's a compound sentence. Focus, commas, focus and all that. So this is the general sentence. Few years ago, teaching was considered very well respected and highly this and that job. Now, the first sentence is that. Second sentence is paraphrase the problem. Paraphrase means you don't use exact wording, you don't use exact structure, but you're going to paraphrase your idea. So let's read second sentence. However, in many parts of the world, there has been a sharp drop in the number of young people who want to become high school teachers. And what's the topic? Fewer and fewer people want to become teachers. So this is what we call paraphrasing the topic. Sentence number 2. Sentence number 3 in every essay type is your plan. Our professional word is thesis sentence. THESIS. Thesis sentence. That thesis sentence or plan sentence tells the reader what you are going to do in your essay. So let's see that. This essay will look at the reasons for this and propose some solutions. Very simple. From this sentence, you are telling the examiner that I understand it's a problem solution essay. And if you write here instead of this, in this essay or according to my opinion, this is this, right? It means you've misunderstood the topic and you're planning to write an opinion essay. And if you write instead of that, this essay will look at the advantages and disadvantages of this and that, again topic misunderstood. One more thing, many students misunderstand the topic. You know why? They only pick up one word from the topic and then they are, yes, I understood the topic. They write full essay on that, 400 words, 450 words, give me extra sheet, give me one more extra sheet. After the exam, you ask them, what was the topic for your essay writing? And they say with a smile, very simple, teaching. Now see, this essay topic is not teaching. This essay topic is fewer and fewer people want to adopt teaching as a profession. What are the causes and what is the solution? So if you write teaching is this, teaching is that, noble profession, this and that and all that, so that is going to be all wrong and you will get very low band score for that. So in IELTS, they will never give you a topic like one word topic and you cover all of it. You need to read the topic statement. The topic will be given in a statement, okay? Now let's move on. Okay, now look here. Whenever you write your body paragraph, in order to get good bench score, you have to develop your idea. Examiner wants to see the development of idea. Now, what is development of idea? For example, if you say people don't want to become teachers because teachers' salaries are lower than other professions. Now, this is your argument. This is cause number 1. Developing this argument means you will explain this point. What do you mean by that? Right? After that, you can give a relevant example. When you say teaching is a job where the salary is low, you will explain. This is what we call development of idea. In one body paragraph, you will have only one main idea. and after that you will develop that idea, you will explain, then afterwards you can give example, and then you will give conclusion of the paragraph, and conclusion is, by the way, solution. In problem solution essay, conclusion of body paragraph is solution. So you may write 4 sentences in your body paragraphs. Number 1, main idea. Number 2, explanation or development of main idea. Number 3, either example or further development of main idea. Example is not must. You may give example in one paragraph. In one paragraph, you may further develop your idea. And finally, 4th sentence is conclusion. In conclusion, you will give the solution. Let's read this. One of the main causes of the problem is that teachers' salaries are lower than many other jobs. So, cause number 1 is salary. And one of the main causes of the problem, to achieve coherence and cohesion. Okay, let's go on. Now they are developing the idea. Teachers pay. The word pay has been used for salary. That's what examiner wants to see. Okay, teachers pay has not kept pace with that of other professions such as law or medicine. Now 3rd sentence. In the UK, for example, what is that? Example, and they've written for example so that reader could understand this is the example. Sentence number 1, presentation of the main idea or cause number 1, explanation of cause number 1, and now there is relevant example. And by the way, your essay, please don't give any personal example. I've noticed some of you write my cousin, my younger brother, my uncle. You need to give general examples. Okay, and do not give example in singular, give example in plural. For example, if I say, I met one person who was saying that, instead of saying person, you should say people often. Use the word people. So in essay writing, you must not use singular like he, she and all that. It's better to use plural and it's better to use they, right? In essay writing, do not use too much I. Do not even use too much you. It's better to use they. People do this, people think that, right? People believe that. Instead of saying you think like this, if you start a business, instead of saying if you start a business, if any individual starts a business, 3rd person singular if there is any example, and otherwise 3rd person plural. That is important. Okay, and try to use plural words. So, for example, a doctor with 5 years experience will earn, now this is future, why? Because they are giving example after some time, will earn far more than a teacher with the same experience. Okay, now the next sentence is solution, and this is a compound sentence. Please focus. The solution is for the government. Solution is for the government means government has the solution. The solution is for the government to raise teachers' pay, and you can see apostrophe comes after S. Whenever the word is plural, then apostrophe comes after S and no extra S is added. This teachers' pay means pay of the teacher, like that. Significantly, comma, which would attract more people into the profession. So instead of the, it's better to write this profession. Now see that this profession, what do they mean by this profession? Teaching. So this is what we call rewording or paraphrasing. Instead of using the word teaching, they have used the word this profession. Let's go on. Another problem is that, now Mr. Reader is understanding this point. Another problem is that means one problem is gone. Now this is the second problem. Another problem is that many children do not behave well in class. Cause number 2 is students' behavior. That is to say, now the word or phrase that is to say means you want to expand that idea. That is to say, teachers often have, now this teachers often have, this is present tense by the way. That is to say is present tense. We are using all present by the way. That is to say, teachers often have to deal with pupils. Now the word pupil is used for students who disobey them, comma, which often causes them to give up teaching. Give up is a good word. Give up teaching, quit teaching, leave teaching, and all that. And this sentence is also a compound sentence, right? Now you can see, okay, disobey them, comma, and then I can use which often. So comma will come before which. When you read, observe things like that. Now this tends to put off. Now tell me, what do they mean by this? Bad behavior of the student. So the word this is linking these two ideas. That's what we call coherence and cohesion. This tends to put off, a word put off. Potential teachers, put off means prevent. This is an idiomatic expression, phrasal verb. Put off potential teachers as well. To tackle this issue, now please for 1 minute, go back to second paragraph of your essay, last sentence, the first 3 words. The solution is, there they use the word the solution is, and now they are saying to tackle this issue. Now again, if you use solution, problem, solution number 1, solution number 2, solution number 3, you will get low band score, because you will get band score what you demonstrate, what you show to the examiner. So over here, to tackle this issue means solve this problem. To tackle this issue, parents must give their children a sense of respect for teachers in order to make children behave better in class. Now 2 problems, causes and solutions, they are gone. Next, a third cause of the problem is that, and I have made a template where you will find all these phrases. I will share that again in your class WhatsApp group, so you can just see, okay, problem solution essay, I can use these ready-made phrases, but that template depends on your English. Now for example, you write a third cause of the problem is that, and after that you write a sentence that kills English language, right? That is the murder of English language. So this good sentence, third cause of the problem is that, will not help you. Okay, so be careful. Teachers often have too much work to do. Now what is cause number 3? Workload, too much work to do. Most teachers are snowed under. Snow under is also idiomatic expression, means they are put a lot of burden on them. Are snowed under with marking and paperwork, comma, which means, now you should learn this structure, which means, and then you can talk about second thing, that they have to stay late at school and work at home in the evening. This is also a compound sentence. As a result, now you are just coming and elaborating. This is what we call development of the idea. I mean, if you write a lot, for example, if I say, what's your favorite place? And you say, I like Lahore, I like London, I like New York, I like Islamabad, I like India, I like Bangladesh, I like Nepal, I like this, I like, you're not developing your idea, right? Developing your idea is, what's your favorite place? I like London very much because I love English language. That is why whenever I go to London, I get an opportunity to speak English with English people. Development of ideas, right? So you need to develop means expand your idea, give relevant example, and then conclude with solution. That will bring you even better band score. So as a result, many teachers are tired and stressed, and their job has a negative effect on their family life. The way forward could be, now tell me, what was the phrase in second paragraph for solution? Second paragraph, the solution is, okay, third paragraph, to tackle this issue, and this paragraph, the way forward could be. Way forward could be means solution. The way forward could be to cut teachers' hours and to take on more teaching assistants. Take on more teaching assistants means they should be provided more teaching assistants, which would make teaching an easier job. This is also a compound sentence. Now listen, we have come to conclusion. In conclusion, there are 3 important things. Overall, you will write one sentence. For example, to sum up, teaching has become a much less popular job in many countries. What is this? Paraphrasing the problem once again. Due to the reasons such as, now due to reasons such as After that, you will write all 3 reasons one by one. Due to reasons such as salary. Now, have you noticed salary we discussed in second paragraph. Working hours, we discussed that also. And pupils' behavior, we discussed that also. So, one sentence summary of 3 causes of the problem. This is a serious problem, comma, and unless we can get more talented young people to become teachers, the education of our children will suffer. Now, they have not given the summary of those 3 solutions, but for you it's a good idea. You can write, this is a serious problem, and unless we unless we increase the salaries of teachers, comma, provide them more teaching assistants and make students behave well in class, comma, education of our children will suffer. 3 solutions, and in one sentence you will write that, and in every essay type you have to give your opinion. Now, don't argue opinion is only for opinion essay. No, in every essay type, opinion essay, advantages, disadvantages, problem solution, discussion, you have to give your opinion. For problem solution essay, your opinion is what can be the bigger solution to this problem. For bigger, I use the word global. What can be the global solution for this problem? So, please focus last sentence. My view is that the main responsibility for solving the problem lies with parents and the government. Parents for student behavior, government for salary and teaching assistants. So, this is what we call the final thing. So, this is how you can write an opinion essay. Okay.